कार्यक्रम है, पहली दफ़ा ऐसे ये फिजिकल प्रेजेंटेशंस हो रही हैं। उससे पहले प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जिन्होंने पद्मश्री अवार्ड दिया और उसके बाद ही ये संभव हो पाया, ये कार्यक्रम उसके बाद ही संभव हो पाया। नेचुरली पद्मश्री अवार्ड देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का धन्यवाद। और अमित शाह, उनके भी पत्र आते रहे हैं और इनकरेजमेंट के लिए उनका भी मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा। शीर्षक मेरी प्रेजेंटेशन का है यू आर द क्रिएटर ऑफ योर ओन डेस्टिनी। जीना इसी का नाम है। मेरी नेक्स्ट प्लीज। I start with this Vedic prayer. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank God for being kind and accept my prayers. Next. What is destiny? There are two things, fate and destiny. Fate is not in our under control. It is something natural which happens and we don't have control over it. The second thing is the destiny over which we have control, maybe with some twists. By not giving up, you must, you don't give up. लगे रहो पूरे जोश के साथ और हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. Next please. My grateful thanks to Shri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Padma Award 2021 on my this $1 million research. It has, you see, raised the status of India in the field of original research. This is one and the only one of its kind at the world map, leading to more and more accolades like this one. Next. I also express gratitude to Shri Om Birla, Speaker Lok Sabha, Pride Committee of the Lok Sabha, and Shri Amit Shah, Home Minister, for their time to time encouraging letters. Next. This is the most privileged and memorable moment of my life to be amongst the parliamentarians who are probably listening. It is being broadcast live and address them. Next. Sir, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable. These are the words which were spoken by Swami Vivekananda at the World Parliament of Religions. Sir, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable when I stand before you all in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given me. Text. This is one in a million opportunity to make my India proud for giving something unique to the humanity, because I love my India. Next. Swami Vivekananda resides in each cell of my body, who inspired and motivated this three-phased research spread over 61 years of my life. I'm 85 years, and you can see when I became a doctor, I started this work, and the whole of life has been dedicated to this research. Next. A life, you see, I'm 85 years, and people ask me, how do you remain healthy and, you see, and active? A lifetime of regular exercises and morning walk slows down aging, and there's a scientific proof given below in this publication. The most important thing, you see, in old age, as you get old, you become, you see, hunchbacked, and your posture, you see, becomes, you see, bad, and you get old earlier. You stop physical activity. That is a very important cause of getting old earlier. The most important thing, I'm an orthopedic surgeon. The most, see how I'm sitting. Sit and stand as tall as you can. If you do like that, your muscles are completely relaxed. They have not done any work. So they're always ready to do the maximum amount of work for you. Next. Imagine Swami Vivekananda got only 8.5 years of meaningful life. 1893 at the Chicago Parliament of Religion lecture from he became famous, and he died in 1902. In 8.5 years, he became a world figure, founded the Ramakrishna Math and Mission with its 220 branches all over the world, with headquarters at Belur Math. Next. You see, at least I believe in numerology. Number 3 has proved to be lucky for me. And you see, this is this is the number which you see belongs to planet Jupiter, Brihaspati. There are 6 repetitions of number 3 in my personal life and 21 repetitions in Clubfoot research, which is now at the top of the world. India's name is at the top of the world in this research. Next. I studied the present of Clubfoot deformity in the light of its past for its future benefits to the society, a holistic approach. This, you see, covers the previous, the present, and the future. Next. Reform, perform, and then transform. These are the 3, you see, principles of doing anything. Next. As destined, after passing my MBBS during the first year itself, I got a fancy to club-footed tiny tots, and it became my lifelong passion. You see, I feel that probably God gave me birth only for this work. You see, if you devote 61 years out of 85 years, I think that is the only, you see, conclusion which you will draw. डॉक्टर बनना तो जरूरी सीगा और ये वास्ते 20 साल की उम्र 22 साल की उम्र तो मैं काबू है कम करने दे लायक बाकी सारा काम इस रिसर्च निकल गया सो लाइफ टाइम इधर ही हो गया नेक्स्ट ह्यूमन माइंड इज ए स्टोर हाउस ऑफ इन्फिनिट एनर्जी यू सी what infinite means unlimited, limitless energy. It is, you see, stored in your mind. You have to only tap it. And this has been proved in this research. Transforming zero to hero. Why I say zero to hero? You see, this has been invented, these surgical techniques, which you see is now a surgical concept to correct any and every deformity. Now, this has been, you see, discovered first of all from the dissection of club-footed dead-born infants who were lying in the Anatomy Museum of Government Medical College, Patiala. 20 deformed feet. You see, you would ask what's clubfoot? Clubfoot is if you close your fist, the position, what becomes of the hand. If you try to do the same action in the foot, this will become a clubfoot. The patients walk on the, you see, roof of the foot like this, you see. Discovery was made, and then I invented a surgical concept which is able to correct any and every severest of severe and even the most rigid deformity anywhere. Even you see, it may have been operated multiple times. Even then, this will be successful. This is such a, you see, all-inclusive surgical concept. Next. This is Patiala's contribution, and Patiala is situated at the top of the world map. It is India's Mathe ki Bindiya. I have given this, you see, similarly to Patiala. Next. ये रिसर्च तो होनी ही थी, पटियाला में ही होनी थी और मुझे ही करनी थी. Next. My soul lives in this research. जीना भी इसी के लिए और जाना भी इसी के लिए. Next. This 3-phase clubfoot research is full of innumerable, unbelievable surprises from beginning to its end. An octogenarian, 85 years, I have spent 61 years of my life in this research, as if I took birth for this research only. It was destined to happen, that too at Patiala, and by me, an alumnus of Government Medical College, Patiala. Next. Sir, I am a doctor by destiny. You would ask how? You see, when I was doing my FSC, that is pre-medical. There was no medical college in our state. It was Pepsu state at the time, and there was no medical college. You see, and you see, the destiny, you see, helped, and a medical college was opened. Before I completed my FSC, a medical college was started in Patiala by the Pepsu government. So, and then next, and I joined this medical college in 1955. I'm a doctor by destiny, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon by chance. Now, there's a story behind this also. Next. You see, when I was doing MBBS, I thought that I must do something for the world, or for the country at least, you see. So I decided I should move to Delhi. Patiala is a small place. Delhi is capital of India. So obviously I could do much better if I go to Delhi. And All India Institute was coming up at that time. So now LNJP Hospital was there. That was, this is now LNJP Hospital, erstwhile Irvin Hospital. This was the name of this hospital. So I applied in that hospital for a residency. I could not get in general medicine or general surgery because these were the two branches which were very popular. Nobody knew about orthopedic in 1961. So I didn't get in general surgery nor in general medicine. I could get only, you see, there was only one job left, that was also in orthopedics. So I reluctantly said yes, because otherwise I would have missed that also. So I joined orthopedic department. You see, as luck would have it, or as destiny would have it, this orthopedic department was manned by two Bengali orthopedic surgeons, Dr. R.P. Chakravarti and Dr. A.K. Ghosh. So clubfoot work, you see, there were, you say, at least 20 cases of clubfoot coming daily in that department, because they were doing this work, but it was a very empirical sort of treatment that was in vogue at that time. 60 years back, you can imagine. You see, there was no, the surgical treatment which was available was leading to 95% of relapses, 95%. So you can imagine what type of surgical treatment was available in the world, in the whole of the world. And you see, mild and moderate cases were getting corrected, but the extreme deformity, the patients who had, you see, more of deformity and rigid deformities, there was no cure for that. Literature reported 95% of relapses in these cases. So this is what clubfoot is. Just to explain, from 1 year to 45 years age, you can see these are the club feet. Next. Stephen Hawking said, I do research for the sole purpose and pleasure of doing something which nobody knew before. So that is a pleasure, something, you see, different. I would call it ecstasy, extreme pleasure. When the extreme pleasure becomes extreme, you can call it ecstasy. So that was the type of pleasure which Stephen Hawking described. He was a great scientist, and he's no more, only he died recently, and he has been given grave between Einstein and Newton in the you see, in the center of these two great scientists, he has been given the grave. Next. So retirement should not mean inactivity and a feeling of I am not needed anymore by the society. When this feeling comes, you will you see, get bedridden and pop off. So that feeling should not come. It should not mean inactivity. You can definitely have some activity which becomes useful to the society, and it can become a creative also. You see, the main idea is you should remain busy with some sort of activity which is useful to the society. There are hundreds of such activities which you can adopt. Next. Surprises in this story. Now you would see, surprises and surprises. Unbelievable. From ground zero to the top. It is said truth is stranger than fiction. It is proved, you see, once again in this research. Next. You see, I have made 12 publications in this research, global publications. You see, a world record. You see, 12 publications. Nobody has done from anywhere in the world, then there are international publications. And I invented this new surgical concept of 4 in 1. What do I mean by 4 in 1? You see, there are 4 plastic surgery procedures which were being conducted individually. One is rotation flap, then you see Z-plasty, VY-plasty, they are technical, so that I am hurrying, and the fourth is fillet flap. So they were being used individually. I have unified into one, you see, ਚਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ, यानी इको इंसिजन ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ चारों प्लास्टिक सर्जरी प्रोसीजर्स में कंबाइन कर दिए मैंने. तो ये एक यूनिक चीज़ है जो पहली दफ़ा वर्ल्ड के अंदर हुई है. और कोई एक्सट्रीम डिफॉर्मिटी कितनी ज़्यादा स्वीयर हो और रिजिड हो, वो इस कॉन्सेप्ट से ठीक होगी. कोई वजह ही नहीं, कोई ऐसा नहीं केस आएगा जो इस कॉन्सेप्ट से ना ठीक हो. नेक्स्ट. You see, I have made innumerable achievements. You see, first ever I was authorized by Government of Punjab, and the government knew that I am an expert in this. You see, the first time in 2016 and 17, I was authorized to perform free surgeries at Government Mati Kausalya Hospital. I performed 38 surgeries, out of which, you see, they were all, unique cases and not done anywhere. At least 10 of them were, they were such, you see, cases. ना किसी ने ऐसे केस कभी देखे ना ऑपरेट हुए, तो वो मैंने ठीक किए थे. वो बुक के अंदर जो मैंने लिखी है, इंटरनेशनल पब्लिशर ने मेरे से छपवाई है. तो उसके बाद मेरे को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पंजाब ने एमेरिटस प्रोफेसर बना दिया मेडिकल कॉलेज पटियाला में, to pursue research, because I'm a research-minded person even at this age. So I am now emeritus professor, Government Medical College, 27 years after my retirement. And I'm doing it. When I was coming, I got a phone call. You see, they respect me. The orthopedic department, you see, now at this time, there are 3 units, all professors. They respect me by anything. I got a telephone call, sir, there's a case for you. Kindly take a class for our students and then operate it. I told them that you will have to wait for a week because I'm going for this Lok Sabha session. So next week I'm going to do that. Sir, I'm a globetrotter. I have traveled all over the world, 30 countries, mostly on sponsored visits, sponsored by, you see, government, Central Government, Department of Health and Family Welfare, University Grants Commission, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Punjab, and then Indian Orthopedic Association, and even World Orthopedic Concern. And even, you see, there's a Global Foot Society. They have always been sponsoring my visits to foreign countries to present my research work. I have been doing free surgeries at Government Medical College Patiala. Next. You see, neglected clubfoot deformities are highly prevalent in low and middle income countries, and there are 95% of relapses, and uncorrected or undercorrected, with no surgical solution available till 2018. So, an Eagles eye had to be, you see, it was the need of the hour to you see, do something for these 95% unfortunate patients. Next. Now, India's name is on the top of the world map in original clubfoot research. You type clubfoot and my name, you see, 300 sites will open up in the, you see, on Google. So this is, you see, it is India's, you see, research, and at the global level now. The story of this research I'm going to tell you now, from zero to hero. Proud to be Indian. Next. And I'm still continuing because research never stops. The latest research publication which I made only last year, that each clubfoot is different. अब सोचिए, अगर हर clubfoot different होगा, तो research तो obviously it will be unlimited. हर केस के अंदर आपको कुछ ना कुछ करना पड़ेगा. इसी के लिए मैंने जो अभी सर्जिकल कॉन्सेप्ट डेवलप की है, you see, there are unlimited type of club feet, which are going to come up in the you see future. Now this surgical concept which I have developed, it can correct and any and every deformity, whenever it you see it's seen by future orthopedic surgeons. So this is such a you see surgical concept, and you see I am moving forward even at this age, and nobody can stop me from moving forward. Yes. Next. This is what I already told you. This is what clubfoot is. As we close our fingers in the hand, so if you try to close your foot like the fingers in the hand, the position it assumes is clubfoot. Next. This has been a three-phase research. First phase took 25 years. That was the basic type of research, you see, to just analyze what actually deformity is, and then next 25 years was devoted, you see, and in the first phase, the first grade extreme deformities were corrected. After that, more, you see, severe and rigid deformities started coming, because they knew that there is somebody in Patiala correcting, you see, very rigid deformities and severe deformities. So more of these cases started coming up. So I had to do more research and invent second phase of research. After that, you see, still more severe, you see, भरे पड़े दुनिया के अंदर, इंडिया के अंदर केसेस, गरीब देश है और गरीबी जो है मेन कारण इस डिफॉर्मिटी का, तो इतने हैं कोई करने वाला ही नहीं है. मेरे पास अफ्रीका से भी टेलीफोन आया एक पेशेंट का, सोमालिया से. मैंने WHO को भी लिखा है, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया को भी लिखा है कि आप करिए, मैं इनके लिए भी करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, पर आप एक स्कीम बनाइए, कोई प्लान बनाइए ताकि गरीब देशों की भी हेल्प की. सबसे पहले तो अपने कंट्री का, फिर बाकी जो गरीब देश नेबर्स हैं हमारे उनका. तो ये कुछ ना कुछ होना चाहिए इनके लिए. हम करेंगे पटियाला के अंदर, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो अब तीसरा फेज शुरू हुआ इस रिसर्च का, जो कि 11 साल से चल रहा है. नेक्स्ट. ना पहला फेज जो था जिसके अंदर 25 साल लगे, तो वो 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया गया. पहले फेज़ के अंदर मैंने बेसिक रिसर्च की, यानी जो जन्म से पाँव टेढ़े हैं, डेड बच्चे जो पैदा हुए, वो उसको देखा भी ये क्यों हुई है ये बीमारी. तो उसको मैंने एनालाइज किया. वो एनालाइज करने के बाद फिर मैंने ये सर्जिकल कॉन्सेप्ट, ये सर्जिकल टेक्निक इन्वेंट की. एक ये मतलब जैसे ऐसे पैर पे चीरा दिया ऐसे करके, और वो जो स्किन का फ्लैप था उसको ऐसे रोटेट कर दिया. जब हम करेक्ट करेंगे डिफॉर्मिटी तो इधर स्किन नहीं बचेगी, तो उसको हमने ऐसे रोटेट किया, इधर फालतू हो जाएगी तो इसको ऐसे रोटेट कर दिया, तो उससे वो डिफॉर्मिटी करेक्ट हो जाएगी, स्किन कवर हो जाएगा. तो ये फर्स्ट फेज़ था. नेक्स्ट. फिर फेज़ 2 आया. इसके अंदर अब हमको स्किन की ज़्यादा लेंथनिंग की ज़रूरत थी. तो उसके ये जो है ना, मैं पटियाला का ल्यूमिनी इरविन हॉस्पिटल चलिए बता ही दिया मैंने. नेक्स्ट. और फिर ये अच्छा, मैं बार मेरे को पटियाला बुला लेता था, मेरी बदली हो जाती थी, फिर पटियाला, फिर बदली हो गई, फिर पटियाला. ये होता रहा, 3-4 बार हुआ. क्यों? ये बच्चे मैंने जो म्यूज़ियम में पढ़े थे, बंद म्यूज़ियम जहाज, इनके ही मैंने वो रिसर्च करनी थी और ये डिसेक्शन करनी थी. तो ये देखिए लिखा क्या, कब ट्रांसफ़र हुई. 61 साल मैंने लगा दिए, और उसमें से 59 ईयर्स पटियाला में. डेस्टिनी टुक मी टू दिल्ली फॉर ए शॉर्ट स्टिंट. क्यों? एक तो स्वामी विवेकानंद का जो था आइडिया, और क्लबफुट का आइडिया, और विवेकानंद की जो वो वहाँ से बंगाली डॉक्टर से मैंने ली. 2 यूनिवर्सिटी का PG हूँ मैं. आज तक कोई भी 2 यूनिवर्सिटी से पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट किसी ने नहीं करी, मैंने की है. अब कैसे, ये फिर कहानी है. नेक्स्ट. चलिए आगे चलिए. 38 केस मैंने फ्री किए. अब उनमें से एक ये बता दिया मैंने, 17 साल के रखते जो जिसका हुआ. नेक्स्ट. इंटरव्यू हुई, मेरे लंदन के अखबार ने इंटरव्यू की, डेली मेल लंदन का अखबार है. और मेरे को फिर ये जब ये पब्लिश हो गया ना, तो मेरे पास लेटर आई, टेलर एंड फ्रांसिस इन फार्मा ग्रुप लंदन का है, कि क्या आप बुक लिख सकते हैं हमारे लिए? तो मैंने कहा मैं ज़रूर लिखूँगा, इतना बड़ा पब्लिशर मेरे को बुला रहा है बुक लिखने के लिए। तो वो मैंने हाँ कर दी। अमेरिका बुक छपी है और वो 300 साइट पे अवेलेबल है। चलिए बस हो गया, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट और शायद हो एक आदि। हाँ, ये लेक्चर मैंने, हाँ एक ये भी बताने वाली बात है, मेरे को चाइना से इनविटेशन आया कि आप ये रिसर्च इस हमारे इस पे कॉन्फ्रेंस में प्रेजेंट करिए। मैंने वो वहाँ पे लेक्चर दिया और देखिए ये कुदरत कैसे करती है। 26 तारीख को 2 जून को हमारे ग्रैंड सन की अमेरिका में ग्रेजुएशन सेरेमनी थी, हमने जाना ही था। तो हम वाया चाइना चले गए, हमारा खर्चा भी बच गया, हमने चाइना मुफ्त में घूम लिया। हाँ, नेक्स्ट चाइना बहुत घूमा, ये बेटी ने घुमाया हमें चाइना, उंगली पकड़ के ये ले गई सब जगह, पूरा देखा चाइना, शायद ही किसी ने देखा हो इतना। और अब ये लिखा है ना, ये फैमिली फंक्शन था, जाना था यूएसए। नेक्स्ट फर्स्ट, फिर उसके बाद पहली पब्लिकेशन जो हुई ना इस वर्ल्ड जर्नल के अंदर हुई, बहुत पॉपुलर हुई। उसके बाद सेकंड आ गई, इसने तो बस तहलका मचा दिया। 2018 में जो पब्लिश हुई ना, उसके बाद तो बस अचीवमेंट के अंबार लग गए। नेक्स्ट, ये बुक की इनविटेशन आ गई इसी रिसर्च के बाद, अपने आप ही आ गई घर बैठे। ये बुक छपी है अमेरिका के अंदर, इसके अंदर इस बीमारी का फ्यूचर है, ना कभी हुआ है ना होगा। मैंने बस जो इसके अंदर लिख दिया ना, इस बीमारी का फ्यूचर है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है। आई एम 100% श्योर, 101% श्योर। अब मेरे को सारे इतने अवार्ड मिले, ढेर लगे हुए मेडल्स के, और वो ये 2000 डायमंड मेरे को कोयम्बटूर में अवार्ड मिला। ईशा फाउंडेशन मुफ्त में देखा है हम सतगुरु जग्गी के वहाँ, क्योंकि
हम चाहेंगे जिस तरह की एनर्जी आपके अंदर है, ये तो बस
कोयम्बटूर गए तो ईशा फाउंडेशन जाना ही था।
मायने नहीं रखती, क्योंकि आपकी एनर्जी इतनी ज़्यादा है और आप आगे भी इससे ज़्यादा
अब मेरे को दोबारा
सर आई एम सो सॉरी, 2 प्रेजेंटेशन बाकी हैं और 5 बजे को आ गए हैं। मैं सर, हम सभी आपको और सुनना चाहते हैं,
हाँ,
लेकिन
कोई
वक्त
ठीक है,
बहुत पाबंद होता
मैं इसको
है।
आपकी वेबसाइट पे डाल दूंगा।
ज़रूर
हाँ।
मैं आपसे आपका सारा जर्नल्स पर्सनली ले लूँगी। एक बार ज़ोरदार तालियां सर के लिए। और इसके बाद जो हमारे नेक्स्ट,
मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ मोदी जी का, अमित शाह जी का और ओम बिरला जी का, जिन्होंने ये मौका दिया। हमने पार्लियामेंट कभी जाने का मौका ही नहीं मिला, पार्लियामेंट भी देख ली और आप सबके दर्शन हो गए, मैडम अमृता जी के दर्शन हो गए। इतनी बड़ी एंकर है, टीवी एंकर है लोकसभा की, तो हमारा तो ये सौभाग्य है।
हम लोग आभारी हैं जैसे आप जैसे महानुभाव इस धरती पे जन्म लिए। इंडिया में हैं आप, दिल्ली आए, हम आपके आभारी हैं। एक्चुअली आप हमारे गेस्ट हैं, सम्मानीय हैं।
हम तो दौड़े आएंगे आप जब बुलाओगे।
बहुत ज़्यादा मेरी तारीफ कर दी। अब हमारे जो नेक्स्ट पद्मश्री अवार्डी हैं, कर्नाटक के महान भारतीय पैरा एथलीट और लिम्का अवार्ड रिकॉर्ड धारक।
अच्छा एक मैडम, एक सेकंड और, ये मैडम ने बुक लिखी है गीता पे कमेंट्री, ये मैं ओम बिरला जी के लिए है, ये आप उनके पास पहुंचा दें।
हमारी प्राइड की डायरेक्टर सीमा कौल सिंह जी मौजूद हैं।
हाँ, बस ये बुक मेरी तरफ से ना, हाँ
जी तक जरूर पहुंचाइए।
हाँ, ये ओम बिरला जी को पहुंचा दीजिए। बस ये उन्होंने गीता पे कमेंट्री लिखी है, वो बहुत, अब जो कुछ मैं हूँ ना उनकी वजह से हूँ।